Welkom bij de Alopecia Coach Podcast. Mijn naam is Evelien Papperuwe en ik werk als psycholoog en coach en heb mij helemaal gespecialiseerd in het verbeteren van de levenskwaliteit van vrouwen met haarverlies. Onder andere heb ik deze podcast. Daarnaast coach ik vrouwen in 1-op-1 trajecten, start ik binnenkort met een groepscoachtraject, geef ik gratis masterclasses en deel ik ontzettend veel waarde en kennis op Instagram en op LinkedIn. Met deze podcast probeer ik het taboe rondom alopecia te verlagen en wil ik heel graag verschillende vrouwen die soortgelijke ervaringen hebben aan het woord laten, zodat we van en met elkaar kunnen leren hoe we haarverlies makkelijker, lichter en minder impactvol kunnen laten zijn. En een van de manieren die ik zelf heel erg heb ervaren die ontzettend helpen is community. Dus ervaringen delen, verhalen delen, ervaren dat je niet de enige bent die dit doormaakt. En iemand anders die zich daar heel hard voor maakt is mijn podcastgast van vandaag. Haar naam is Christie Val. En als je een beetje actief op Instagram bent en mensen volgt met alopecia, dan moet je haar wel kennen. Want ze heeft meer dan 61.000 volgers, is super actief in de community vanuit Amerika, dus ze woont in Californië. Zij is het first bald sports illustrated model. Hoe vet is dat? Zij is de founder van de Baldtourage, een community voor meisjes en vrouwen die samenkomen om ervaringen te delen en modeshows te lopen en een ontzettende empowering groep te vormen. Daarbij host zij ook de Bald Girl Dinners en is zij een waanzinnig goede danser. En ik heb ontzettend leuk met haar gepraat tijdens het podcast interview en ik hoop dat jij er ook enorm van gaat genieten. The interview will be in English. En dat vond ik no problem en hartstikke leuk. Want als je me een tijdje volgt, weet je misschien wel dat ik een deel van mijn jeugd in Amerika heb gewoond. Dus dat kon ik weer even heerlijk afstoffen. So, Christie, I'm so happy to have you on my podcast as an awesome international guest.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course. If you're someone that's active on social media and you have alopecia, fat chance that you know this beautiful lady that is staring across the screen at Zoom at me. But if you don't know her, she is the founder of the Baldtourage and she hosts Bald Girl Dinners. And she is amazing with little kids battling or dealing with alopecia. So please do follow her. I will absolutely put a link to your socials in the show notes. So did I miss anything out? Or is this like...
No, you hit it. It was perfect. Yeah,
Nice.
I live in Los Angeles, so I'm not in Europe, but I love to travel to Europe, and hopefully in 2026 we can make something happen. But yeah, I'm based in
Hell yeah.
California.
We had a little talk before that about that before I hit record. So let's keep continuing that discussion. So I'm looking at you. You're not wearing any hair. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience with hair loss, alopecia, what you're dealing with, whatever you'd like to share?
Yeah, so I had hair my whole childhood, all through high school, all through college, and then about like 3 weeks after graduating college or university for the Europeans, I had a little tiny bald patch on the top of my head, and I was like, I have no idea what this is. I had never even heard of the word alopecia before. I was moving to New York City to pursue dance, and I was in this like very intense dance program, and 99% of the entertainment industry is what you look like. And I was losing my look as I'm like entering into this chapter of my life of my professional career. And so my hair started coming out in patches, and I got, like a lot of us have gotten, I got steroid injections, and I went to the dermatologist trying to figure out like what's happening, stop this from happening. I need a cure. I want to fix this, all those things. And it grew back a little bit. And then I booked this amazing job that I wanted at the time on a cruise ship as a dancer. It was like my dream job growing up. And then within like, I think it was 6 weeks, I was fired from that job because I stood out and pulled attention. And it felt very discriminatory based on my hair loss. They had ordered me a wig to cover up because I was losing so much hair. So after going through that, losing my job, I lost all my hair within like a couple weeks after that. And then I started wearing wigs. And yeah, so then from there, after I lost my job, lost my hair, I moved out to California, Los Angeles from Philly, which is on the East Coast near New York. I moved across the country away from my family and everything to kind of like restart. I glued on a wig and flew out to California and was like, okay, I'm going to restart my life out here. And then it's been like 7 years, and now I don't wear wigs as much anymore. I used to wear it very much as a crutch and to kind of hide. And now I wear them more. I have a different relationship with them than I did when I first lost my hair, which I'm grateful for the growth over the years.
Yeah, that's an incredible story. And I can't believe that I'm so sorry as well that that happened to you with your job.
Yeah, it was really traumatic. Looking back, I'm like, how did that happen? And it was so emotional for so long. And now I'm in a better place, but it was like, what the heck? How am I gonna lose my job over losing my hair? And before that, I had gone through a really horrible breakup, and I just felt like my world was falling apart in front of my eyes. And I was like 22, 23 years old.
Yeah, that's really rough because you're really young and you're starting
Yeah,
to make it. And then you land that dream job that must be really hard. And
yeah,
then,
and a very impressionable age in your early
yeah,
20s. Like, yeah,
exactly.
a lot of development going on there, and then to be losing your entire look and your feels like your identity, it's like a lot to
Exactly.
swallow. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. 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 Did you know anyone with alopecia at the time?
Oh no, I didn't even know what the word was. I feel like I say the word 1,000 times a day now, but like when I lost my hair, I
Same.
never even knew what the word was. Yeah, like I never even knew what this was. So no, I didn't know anybody, and I felt a lot of shame, like I lost. Like all of this has happened to me, and like I lost, and
Uh,
the whatever I was going up against has won. Like alopecia has won, and I lost, and I don't feel that way anymore, but for a while, it's just so much shame and embarrassment and
yeah.
hopelessness of like, why me? Why is this happening to me? How can I
Yeah.
stop this from happening? And how can I talk about it to people with people who have hair or haven't gone through this? They don't get it. Oh, it's hair, or oh, you at least there's all these options, or great, you have a perfect shaped head, or at least you have a pretty face, or blah blah blah. It's like, no, you don't get it. So it's hard to, and that's with anything. If you've gone through something and someone else hasn't, it's hard to completely relate. But yeah, definitely have gotten those comments, and it feels a little,
Yeah.
yeah,
Non-validating, right?
yeah,
Of
exactly,
going through.
exactly that,
Yeah. I recognize that completely. Yeah.
totally,
And so you moved across the country to kind of shake it off maybe and, find your place, find a new identity maybe even. Uh,
totally.
yeah. So and now you don't wear wigs as often anymore. What can
Yeah,
you tell us a little bit what changed for you during this?
yes. I moved out to California really to like restart. I was like, no one will know me out there. Like I don't have to like go to a place and someone knows I'm wearing a wig if they knew that I wasn't, like knew that I had hair, like all of those things.
Yeah.
I was going through a really bad breakup. So I was like, I'm moving to LA. Let me restart. And
Fuck
I
this
always,
shit. I'm out.
yeah, exactly. Like, gotta jump ship, gotta get out of here. Yeah. And so I wore a wig. I glued on a wig for like the first year or so. And you asked if I had met anyone else that had alopecia. And at the time when I moved out here, someone had connected me to another girl who had just lost her hair the same year as me. And she still to this day is like one of my number one best friends. She grew her hair back. She doesn't have alopecia, but we have become really, really close over the years because we went through that traumatic time together. But I glued on a wig. I literally put glue on around my head and like slept in it, showered in it, went to hot yoga in it, worked out in it, everything, showered, everything in it. And I got really bad infections sometimes that I would have to go to this place that we have here. It was like a salon that they would like take it off, clean my head, and then put it back on. And I would like have to turn my chair away from the mirror because I couldn't look at myself. And I was working at a bar in Hollywood, and so many people would be like, "Oh, I love your hair. Is it extensions or what's your natural color hair?" And it was my wig, my bright blonde, like voluptuous, beautiful hair wig. And I just every time someone would make a compliment, like not even a negative compliment, just a compliment or say anything about it, I would go to the bathroom and like cry and like tear up and like yeah, it would affect me so deeply, but from the outside people were perceiving me as this like happy-go-lucky blonde girl, and then like behind closed doors and going to bed at night, I was crying my eyes out. And I was like, I can't continue to live these like two different realities. I have to like bridge the gap between what people are perceiving me as and how I actually feel. So it was like a little bit over a year. And then I was like, what if I just like told people and took off my wig and like made this a thing? And there was a casting for Sports Illustrated swimsuit. And I remember I saw it and I was like, I can't do this until my hair grows back. And I had like patches growing in, so I was really hopeful. And I was like, okay, I'm not doing that till my hair grows back. My hair's growing, my hair's growing, my hair's growing out of nowhere. If anyone listening knows about alopecia, it gets you have no control over it. And it started to fall out again. And so I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to just submit myself to Sports Illustrated Swim without my hair growing back. I like went to the beach in a string bikini, took off my wig and showed my beautiful bald head. And I ended up having a centerfold in the 2020 issue. So
talking about coming out, man.
Yeah, like that's one way to rip the Band-Aid off. Yeah.
Hardcore. Yeah, but that's so brave.
And that was also very validating, to have such a huge like brand, see me and like celebrate this. It was very validating, and that helps, I think, my confidence at the time. But I was just ready to not have people perceive me one way, but me feel so different. I wanted to just bridge the gap. So I like hosted this little event with all my friends that I met in the first year of living in LA. And I was like, okay, come, I'm sharing my story. And I like got up in front of everybody and I like told them what happened, took my wig off, and then posted it. I made a dance video and posted it on Instagram. And then the rest is history. I just was like, I need to just control it. If I can't control what's happening up there, I can control the narrative around it and a little bit. So that's what I thought would help me.
I think this is one of the best ways I've ever heard people deal with this, It's about, you're so right. It's about taking control, but also being okay, with
Right.
talking about it in a certain way and making it your story and making it such a celebratory type of thing, it sounds like.
Yeah, that's what I was really intentional with, making it not like, I don't want people to feel bad or sympathy or I'm sorry. No, like, let's just like own it and let's just like change the narrative for myself, because that's what I needed at the time. I wasn't like seeing like years ahead of like Baldtourage and Sports Illustrated Swim and all the things that I've done since. I just was like, I need personally to like make this a fun, happy thing, or it's going to destroy me.
Yeah. How did that decision affect your life and your relationships with your friends as well?
Yeah, true. Well, I remember once I came out about it, having alopecia, going back home to, living in California and then going back home to where I grew up and seeing people that knew me with hair was really hard. And I know a lot of my friends that have alopecia and a lot of women that have alopecia that I know have that struggle as well. I remember, and still sometimes, not as much, like if I go to like the fitness center with my parents when I'm home and it's like someone I went to high school with and I'm like standing there bald, maybe they don't follow me or they don't like we don't keep in touch, obviously, because it's been years. I can feel a little like, I don't love the feeling. I don't want to have to explain it. Not as much now, but over the years it's felt like, but my friends in my adult life have been so accepting, so celebratory, because I push it down their throat. Like for years, like some of my friends, like, no, we're not going to comment on like how annoying your hair looks today when I'm in the room, like that's my boundary and I don't want to hear it. Talk to somebody else about it. Now I am very much in a better place and I'm healed from all of that. But for a long time, I would be like, please don't complain about your bad hair day to me, like, so I think I was very much driving the car in how I wanted people around me to react and stuff.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And I know that is one of the things that many people that listen to this podcast struggle with, because they don't feel understood. They find it very hard to come out, and they're scared of people looking at them a little differently or pitying them.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want pity. We just want to exist. Like everyone else gets to exist, where a lot of people just get to exist. We just want to exist. And I think like what you were saying about feeling shame and stuff, people I've worked with and I know have felt a lot more comfortable going out bald around strangers than people they know, which I wish it was reverse because we should feel safe and comfortable around people we know. But it's the whole you have to explain yourself and why is this happening, and like you feel like a little embarrassed and shameful. But strangers, like they don't know the whole before and after, and they don't know you, you know? So I hope that people can start to feel more comfortable around people that they know, and we can
Yeah.
just continue to make it more awareness about it, so people understand it's just alopecia. Yeah.
Yeah. And you could just be yourself. That would be nice.
Yeah. What a concept. Just to be yourself,
Yeah. Woo.
right?
But you're making great progress in making it more known, more, commonly accepted, maybe even. What do you notice about the work that you do now and what kind of difference it makes in people's lives? Because we're in the same field. I know
Yeah.
for me, it is so fulfilling and so amazing to be able to make a little contribution, toward making it more accepted, take away the taboo and the shame, just be able to be open about it. Oh, I love my job. I did not know I would ever work in this field because I had a rough time accepting it for myself as well. But I wonder what it's like for you to do that now.
Yeah, and that's the best when we've gone through something hard and traumatic and then we've turned it for good. And it's like it feels like it's been my like life's purpose, and it's given me so much purpose and direction from going through this. And it's the best is like seeing the like tangible results, like seeing what I host this confidence club for girls with alopecia, and they come on Zoom every week. And some of them have come on like with a hat or a hood or something over their head and are just shy and don't want to share. 2 months in, not even, they're like yapping and chatting and nothing on their head and a big smile and asking me questions. And it's like I'm gifting them this space to feel for 1 hour a week to feel completely normal. And they are looking at the screen of all these other little girls and then me also with no hair or patches or whatever's going on. And they just feel understood without having to explain themselves. And that is the best feeling. And then when I host these in-person events, it's the same exact thing for women. So many women have hidden for years and have felt so shameful for years about this. And when I just hosted a bald girl dinner in New York City, we did a little ear piercing event before the dinner. And some of the women, it was their first time ever going out bald. And when they walked into the ear piercing place, they were like, one woman was like shaking. She was hugging us. She was like on a million energy because she was just like, I never thought I could get myself to this position. I never thought I'd be able to do this. And I can relate to that. It's been X amount of years, but I can relate to that feeling, and like seeing that like come to life is just like it's so healing for my little bald heart, like to see women and girls like find themselves in this. And I
Yeah.
just it makes me so happy that I can give this to people and I can witness it and experience it with them.
You're beaming when you're talking about this. I can completely feel
Right.
energy and I'm like goosebumps all over. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's incredible. Great.
Yeah, and it's important because some like representation, which we've all heard, representation is important. And so to show up and to give a space for other women and people to feel accepted and seen. And like you also mentioned, wherever they're at, if they have patches, if they want to wear a wig, if they want to wear a head wrap, there's no rules to this. You can show up and exist with it and live with it, however makes you feel right. And I think that that's an important topic as well, because if you want to wear a wig or you don't want to draw eyebrows on, or you want to wear lashes, or you have patches on your head, like it's your story and it's you are allowed to navigate it and exist with it and live with it however makes you feel your best.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been nodding my head. People don't see that, but I'm like, yes, yes, what she said.
Yeah.
So you mentioned the Baldtourage. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is, how that came to be, so people can look that up? Because I think they should.
Yeah, totally. So the Baldtourage is my community that I started in 2020 during the pandemic. I started teaching dance classes online. This was right when I was in Sports Illustrated, so it was a very like viral moment online, and I connected with a lot of other women and kids that had alopecia. So as a dancer, I was like, and I couldn't teach anywhere because everything was closed. I was like, let me teach dance classes online to little kids. And then it started to realize, and alopecia was also very new to me at the time. I was like, wait, there's so many other people that are going through this. I don't have to like feel this like sadness and this shame about it. And if a little girl on Zoom can show up and go to school and like be this unapologetic and bold, then I definitely can do that too. Like they equally over the years have helped me as just as much as I've helped them. Like they keep me so humble and grounded, and they've taught me so much, the little girls. So as much as maybe I give them, they return it to me tenfold. So it started as a dance class, and then I realized, wait, there's a lot of people dealing with this. And so the name came to be because in college, I would be called with me and my blonde. I was in a sorority. I don't know if they have that there, but it's like, you know what a sorority is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it
We
was
could
like
club.
yeah, a bunch of blonde girls because I was blonde, and people would be like, oh, the Baldtourage is here. Oh, the Baldtourage. And I was like, wait a minute, but what if it was like a really badass girl group of bald women? So I came up with Baldtourage, and it stuck and I love the name, and it's like an entourage for bald women. And then it's turned into, we had used to have like mama meetups on Zoom during COVID. We had wine nights for women, the dance classes for the kids. And now we have a confidence club, which is a weekly session for girls with alopecia. And we do a bunch of different confidence club or confidence activities. We have a mentorship program in there where women donate their time to work with the kids. And then we host bald girl dinners across the country, hopefully across the world soon. And then we're working on it. And then we have an annual huge fashion show for women and girls to come in Los Angeles to walk the runway, snatch their wig, and meet other people that are going through alopecia as well.
I think it's amazing. So
Thank
what
you.
grew as just one idea is now like a gigantic collective of awesome, empowering activities and community, really, that you're making and hosting. I think that's great.
Yeah. I think that community is like the one of the the answers to this when we're all looking for question or answers for
Yeah.
why it's happening or how can I, and it's like finding community and finding people that understand. Yeah, it makes it make sense a bit more when you find
So
others
healing,
that can relate. It's so healing. Yeah.
definitely. Is that one of the things, if I'm allowed to ask, that helped you as well during your whole alopecia process?
Definitely. I think community in the sense of building Baldtourage and meeting other women that also have it, but also community in the sense of like my family and friends and people that are close to me and how they have reacted to my alopecia. And me also, like I said, driving the car and being like, okay,
Yeah.
this is the language we're going to use around this. This is how we're going to act around it. And I know because I work with a lot of parents and children, for if any parents that are listening that have kids with alopecia, it's a whole different experience to be the mother of somebody with alopecia because it's not happening to you, but it's your child. You want to protect, you want to fix, it's hard when we have our own expectations as a woman. I'm not a mom, but to see these moms have their own experience with it, like I hope that they feel validated in the sense that they're allowed to feel however they feel. And my biggest advice, and my mom would say the same thing, is to follow the child's lead. If the
Oh,
child wants to wear this or that or wants to not or whatever they want to do, I think following their lead to give them a sense of like using their voice and their having control in a sense is really empowering for the kids.
yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's great advice. I think my mom would agree as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though, yeah, you might have to be really patient as a mom and try to
Right.
be a mom now, but my kids, I have two girls. They still have hair, and I have an androgenetic alopecia. but I'm the only woman in my family, so I don't know if it's going to skip a generation or not, or they're both going to get it. Who knows? It's out of our hands, I guess.
Yeah. How old are they?
Almost 6 and 4, so they're still
Oh,
small.
they're little, cute.
Very
Oh,
cute.
you girls, that's so
Problem.
fun.
I have the problem now that I can't really do their hair. Like they want braids and all that complicated stuff. I can't do it, so I have to educate myself on YouTube.
To learn. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
Hey,
that's
there's
sweet.
something else I wanted to talk to you about, which I really love that you're doing, because you're a model, you're a dancer, but you also are a fashion icon.
Thank
You
you.
have your own merch, don't
Yeah.
you?
Yes,
Yes.
I do. Yeah.
Awesome. How did that come to be?
So we have through Baldtourage, we've done different like t-shirt names and stuff, and like different language or sayings on t-shirts. For the 2025 event, I came up with the saying, anything you can do, I can do bald,
Yeah.
because it's so true. Anything that anyone's doing, like I'm doing that, but I'm also doing it with no hair, which is like a whole nother added layer. And I feel that it's like a really deep message if you break it down, because everything that your people are doing that have hair, we're doing it, but also with no hair, which is a whole different
Oh,
experience.
man.
So
Yeah.
we put out those shirt sayings for the event, and everybody loves them. And then we also have ones that say anything you can do, she can do bald, for like family and friends to like, support or be an ally to the alopecia community. And then that was so popular, so we expanded, and now we have sweatsuits for women, for adults, like a matching hoodie and sweatpants. And then we have another saying that says, "Bald is such a sleigh," because in the conference club, the little girlies will always be like, they'll come on with their Zoom name, like Christie Slay, or like, how are you feeling today? I'm feeling so slay, like silly stuff. And so I was like, this would be such a cute saying for the girls to wear and also the women. So yeah, we have matching sets for women. We have hoodies for kids. We have beanies. We have hats. We have water bottles. We have notebooks. We have stickers. We have a bunch of different things, different t-shirts. All this stuff comes in t-shirts, the sayings. So yeah, I think that people want to rock a shirt that they can see themselves with the saying and want to like spread awareness, and they're cute. So like, why not? And yeah, I'm really
Incredibly.
proud of it.
Yeah.
And
And
it's available all over the world. So all my European baddies, hi.
hi. I'll put the link in the show notes as well. And it looks incredibly comfortable, I have to say. So
Oh
I
yeah,
think I might
the
go for
hoodie,
some stuff too.
yeah, the hoodie and the hoodie and the sweatpants, 10 out of 10. It's really, really comfy. Yeah, and it comes in pink and also like a acid wash black.
Awesome. Really cool. So
Thank
listeners,
you.
go check that out. I have
Yeah.
another question, Chrissy. What does the future look like? Are you gonna go for world domination?
Yes, I am, of course.
You are.
I mean, yeah, of course. I think the future, we're planning our biggest 2026 event right now for Baldtourage anyway. Um, we did it really big in 2025. I used to host these events like one time I flew into Denver, Colorado, and it was this tiny little dance studio. It was like yellow, the walls were yellow. I like flew in that morning, flew out that night. I like brought it all on my carry-on, and I like put down this red carpet, stuck up this sign, like very, very makeshift.
Yeah.
And the impact was the same. Like everybody felt very impactful. But I just have such a vision for where Baldtourage and these fashion shows in this community can go. So it's come so far and it's grown so much. So 2025, we really did it big. We did it on a beautiful rooftop in Los Angeles,
Mhm.
and we had women walk for the first time. This only used to be for kids in the fashion show.
Mhm.
2025 was the first year we invited women, and we had about 40 models walk in the show. And 2026,
All
it's going to be
different ages, different background, different types of alopecia, the whole shebang.
the whole
Oh,
shebang. So we had a 3-year-old walk in it, and then we had probably up to mid 40s, 50s-year-old walk in it.
great.
And some people also have their hair has completely grown back. They walked in it. They know the experience of alopecia, that their hair has growing back. They walked in it. Patches, some a woman kept her wig on because that's what she was comfortable with that day. Like, we meet you where you're at in this sense.
Yeah.
There's no pressure to do, you just need to do what works for you. And so, yeah, it was a variety of people. And then 2026 will be even bigger and better, and hopefully having even more models and reaching more people. And yeah, I just have a vision that this could be a really huge fashion show that for people all over the world. And yeah, so world domination is definitely on my list.
Hell yeah. I'll be like trying to pave the way a little here in our little country.
Yes, I love that. And we have to meet in person for sure.
Be awesome. Hell yeah.
I
We'll
love
make it
travel,
happen.
so
Is there
yeah.
anything you would like to say to people listening, or something, you'd like to share to finish up?
Yeah. I would say like about alopecia in
Yeah.
general. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say that if you, however you feel about it, or whatever you're going through with alopecia at this time, whether it's growing in, it's falling out, you have one eyebrow, I have lashes on one eye, no lashes on another eye, no eyebrows, whatever it is, like give yourself grace and love, and like take time to spend with yourself, and like to heal. And like there is a world that you can get to the other side of the hardship of it. You don't have to, if it feels really heavy and hard right now, it might not always feel that way. And putting in the work, meaning just like taking a walk every day and listening to a podcast, or listening to music, or journaling, or like spending time alone and like feeling it and processing it, and trying to accept it like a centimeter every day is a step in the right direction. And it's not always going to feel the way that it feels right now. You can get to a place of it being less sad and hard for you. And I think that the most important thing through all of this, and for women in general, is to really truly love yourself, and to break down the walls of what we're putting on, of what we're showcasing to people, and like finding who you are and loving yourself. And I think it's easier to combat anything that's coming your way if you have like a foundation of like really loving yourself. And it doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of time and patience and grace, and just finding different things that you do love about yourself every day. I think that's like what really can help alopecia women, but women in general too.
I completely agree with that. That's beautiful. I think that's the best advice you could give, because it's so true. And it takes time. There's different ways to work on it. Like you said, journaling, podcasting, talking to people, taking the walk, working
Yeah.
out, whatever makes you happy, listen to music, dance in your kitchen, tiny
Right.
specks of like good stuff and joy.
And
Yeah.
even like putting, sometimes I'm like, I just want to like feel what it feels like to have this long hair, like flushing across my back, or like blowing in the wind. So then go put on a wig and curl it, and like have that moment, or like put your makeup on every day if that makes you feel good. Like doing these little habits that can help you feel your best and help you love yourself more and more and more. Yeah.
Great.
It's hard, but we're in this together, like everybody. We are in this together.
We
Yeah.
are, and that's the power of community, right? Yeah.
Totally.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you so
Healing us.
much, Christie. It was such a joy to have you as a guest on this podcast.
Thank you for having me, Eve. You asked me the greatest questions. I appreciate you taking the time
Great.
to learn about me and my story in Baldtourage. Thank you.
Dankjewel voor het luisteren. Ik hoop dat je het een ontzettend leuke, interessante aflevering vond. Als dat nou het geval is, zou je dan alsjeblieft wat voor mij willen doen? Je kan mijn podcast namelijk raten, dus beoordelen met sterretjes. Daar zou je mij ongelooflijk mee helpen. Want hoe hoger en hoe beter ik beoordeeld word, hoe meer mensen deze podcast te zien krijgen. En dus ook hoe meer bekendheid we met z'n allen kunnen geven aan alopecia. En de bewustwording daarvan en alles wat erbij komt kijken kunnen vergroten. Daarbij zou ik het waanzinnig leuk vinden als je me zou mailen met wat je ervan vindt. Wat je ervan opsteekt. Of er onderwerpen zijn waar je graag wil dat ik aandacht aan besteed. Zo kan ik daar namelijk nog beter aan tegemoet komen en heb jij daar ook nog meer aan. Dat kan je doen door me een mailtje te sturen op evelien@alopeciacoach.com. Alvast bedankt en hopelijk tot de volgende aflevering.